It is Thursday. It's almost Nowruz, and who better than a chef to guide us to the promised land of Nowruz cuisine? He is the captain of cuisine, the culinary colonel, the Tabrizi talisman, the Farsi food meister, the Turkish tradesman. It's your chef, Hoss-pitality, and this is Roqe Hoss-pitality.
Hi, this is your chef Hoss-pitality, and this is Roqe Hoss-pitality.
Hello, Chef Hoss.
Hello there. Hello, team.
How are you? How is beautiful San Francisco?
It's cold and lots of snoozing this morning.
Snoozing?
You're a snoozer?
I depends, but today was cold. I didn't want to get out of the bed, so I did.
Chef, I see for the segment today that you're going to teach us how to best make Ghalieh sauce for Nowruz. Now, I was saying earlier in the show that I know that you're quite adamant that sabzi polaba mahi, which is white fish or fish with herbed rice, that we all associate with Nowruz, is not the only dish that represents Nowruz. Is that correct?
Correct. It's because of regional food, what came from what the people had access to it. And so even though we had the North Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf, there are lots of fish, even the later on they brought some dried fish, but it wasn't as popular around the Iran. But the one thing I can mention was the ash reshte, because ashpaz khune, the staple dish of Iran, and ash reshte was the one common, pretty much I know they made it, and the reason was because noodles inside, they don't tie together, so they don't get nuts. So they wish everybody have a nuts-free, means headache, less headache life.
No nuts, right.
No nuts.
Do you know how sabzi polaba mahi became before we get to the Ghalieh, how it became associated with Nowruz?
I don't know the exact date, but after the rice introduced to us, and the mahi, the fish, it's been always in the resemble of sofre because it means life, and it's been there. But as a food, to be honest, I don't know.
So, well, that makes a lot of sense in terms of the fish and life. And so, what is your prescription or your video this week is how to best make Ghalieh sauce, Ghalieh mahi. What is Ghalieh sauce?
Well, every culture has its own kind of fish stew, like a cioppino, cuciuco Italian, and Iranian south region of Iran has a Ghalieh. Ghalieh is basically, the south Iran is like other part of Iran is been cross culture from North Africa to the southwest of the Asia. So it's basically you're talking about the fish cooked in tamarind, lots of acidic, no tomato. They were no tomato pestos, so tamarind base. And lots of garlic because of it's healthy and also takes the fish flavor away and citrusy flavor of the stew.
So
my mouth is getting watery.
Yes. So this and I think Ghalieh, if I remember correctly from when I've had it, it's spicy, right? It's which I love. I mean, growing up, I loved spicy things, and based on my mom's cooking, she always sort of taught me that Persian food is not spicy. So I'm always so happily surprised when I find out. But it's usually because it's from the south, right? If it's spicy.
Yeah, south has some spicy, like a Ghalieh mahi sauce is bandari, and that's the only region you can find the spiciest food compared to other regions of Iran. Correct.
And what does, you mentioned it a second ago there, but to put a fine point on it, what does Ghalieh add to the taste of our dishes?
Well, if you look at the Ghalieh's flavor, what is in it? There's cilantro and also fenugreek, which is shambalier, and basically that's sabzi. That's one of the scene of the table. Then you have a garlic, another S from the table. And they have fish. So you have three major players of the table, Nowruz, you have it there. So that can count one of the delicious meal you can put on a Nowruz and for the regional dish. And also introducing the regional dishes for the people.
That's great, man. This is really so. What is we're all going to watch your video at roqemedia.com and on Telegram. But what is the trick to making great Ghalieh sauce that you explore in the video?
Great question, John. I am showing basically how to first make the sauce and simple way, And also I'm adding a little smoked paprika for flavor as a chef point. But also the trick is on my sauce. I'm making sauce separately because when you put the sauce, cooking the fish inside, you chances breaking the fish pieces become like soupy. And that's one problem. Lots of little techniques is there. And also provide you with a vegan based sauce you can prepare with different dishes. Like I'm doing it with the king trumpet mushrooms. So that's ideal, the dream dish for the vegan, with the mushroom, with that delicious sauce, with the rice next to it, if you like. Or I'm doing it with different variety of fish. So I am trying to show the technique as a chef that respect the fish and not to overcook and not to get also soupy in the dish. And it shows the beauty of the dish. And also we talk about Iranian food doesn't have a presentation. I'm showing with little step forward, we can make our dishes very beautiful.
This is weird. You mentioned vegan though. So can Ghalieh sauce be used to garnish things that are not fish?
Why not? You can do a bit of if you can make that a little bit less tamarind, you can use it for any gamey meats. Actually, same as fesenjun. You can use it for chicken. You can use it with the duck or the venison. It can go very well with a little adjustment.
Well, we will look forward to this video, how to best make Ghalieh Mahi sauce, spicy tamarind fish, basically, for Nowruz. Chef Hoss, always knocking out of the park. If you haven't checked out his videos before, there's a few now on everything from how to make limu amoni, the dried limes, to how to use sumac. Go to roqemedia.com. Chef Hoss, it's always a pleasure on Thursdays. I want to give a little shout out to your, of course, we've talked about how you're on Clubhouse a lot, and you'll, of course, be joining us tomorrow night on our regular Roqe town hall on Clubhouse. But you also do this great weekly room on Clubhouse. I guess is it on Sundays, where you have chefs join you and you talk about Persian cuisine?
Yes, we do at 10 o'clock. The Sunday is our California time, and I have amazing chefs around, and we bring the guest chefs. Last week we had the ladies over there talking about Persian dessert and food, and it's amazing. And also I want to take this chance here from last week episode about limu amoni. I got bombarded from American chefs and everybody, how they were blown away and they are making it. So that was amazing. Wow. Pat on the shoulder for me, and it make me very happy to hear
That's
that.
great, man. Congratulations. That's really great to hear. Well, you do great stuff here on Roqe, and I think more and more people are discovering it. And so thank you for this. And yes, we will check you out 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern time for those of us who are in that time zone on Sundays. Chef Hoss on Clubhouse. But of course, we'll see you tomorrow night at our Roqe Town Hall as well. Thank you, Chef Hoss.
Bye,
Thank
Chef.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
You guys
you.
say thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Sal Nov Mubarak, Chef.
Happy Nowruz in advance.
I'm going to get my AD from Shayan.
He's very generous.
Chef Hoss-pitality in San Francisco with Hoss-pitality. See the video again at roqemedia.com and at our Telegram channel, Roqe Media.